Still not enough.
How come it's already done? You haven't even started yet?
Well, I've got this guy over here on a temporal pincer, haven't I? So.
Oh, right, yeah, is that what he's doing?
Yeah.
You've been watching Tenet again?
What? No. It's an original, it's my idea, it's an original idea. Yeah, fine, yeah, I've been watching Tenet, yeah. It's just fascinating, isn't it? It's like palindromic structure, palindromic name, palindrome, palindrome, palindrome.
Stop saying palindrome.
No, I just won't. I will not. Anyway, yeah, I'm watching all the Nolans leading up to, you know, the
Yeah, that's great, but like, what's that got to do with Rengald Swan Knights?
I'm running out of time for the channel, for these guys, you know, for anything really. I thought it might help.
Right, yeah, but doesn't it seem a bit like a half measure? You know, you can literally control space and time. You've got multiple versions of yourself.
Yeah, but we live in a Twilight world, you know. Tenet.
You didn't even understand Tenet the first time, or even the 10th time you watched it, or the time where you watched it backwards because you thought it would make more sense.
Inverted spell. Didn't see that one coming, did you? Because of the time pincer. I get it, I understand it. I understand how a time pincer works. I understand it. I understand the film. It's like, what are you doing? I can't understand you, you know. Oh yeah, I killed that guy. Let's do a video.
In the last video, I doubled the Gondorian army with these delicious fief units from Rengald's Miniatures. The link to the store is in my description. Today, we're going to be adding Rengald's Swan Knights. 6 glorious units of them. And a big shout out to MESBG for printing these for me. The detail on these is amazing without being intimidating. MESBG also printed me these bases. You legend! I'm going to need my tools now, yeah? I'm going to need my double-sided sticky tape, my painting handles that I made earlier with glue and like old paintbrush handles and junk and that, and just a can-do attitude, to be fair. And big beats as well, you know, in line with the Big Beat Manifesto.
Have you read the Big Beat Manifesto lately? Did we write it down?
Painting handle and this double-sided sticky tape, and guess what? We're going to stick it to it in this kind of way here, look, in 2 lines, because this stuff is thin and weird. I don't even know where I got it from. Oh yeah, now I remember, it's actually my mum gave it to me. Thanks, Mum. Right, yeah, now we're feeling good, now we're all set up and that, look at that, yeah, it's sticky. And what do we do, things that are sticky? We stick stuff to it, and in this case, we're going to be sticking Rengald Swan Knights directly to it. Paint handles are sick because you can prime easier and then get to all the details easier because you can spin it about and that. I can use my favourite matte black by Colourforge and my favourite grey by TT Combat. And we're going to do a quick Zenithal prime with gloves on this time. No more prime hands for me, not this day. And then spraying grey from above and then dry brushing in white. But I lost that footage because life's unfair. But dry brushing is pretty boring, so that's fine, I guess. And now we're going to paint some magic blue on. It's a contrast, so it's a bit see-through, so we can see all the dry brushing and Zenithal priming. It makes it take less time overall. Everybody, people watching at home or on a bus or wherever you watch this, comment down below where you're watching this. I want to know if it's anywhere interesting. That's done. That's good. Now it's time for hardened leather. It's basically brown, and we're going to put that all over all the bits that are meant to be brown. Leather bags, shoes, spear shafts, you know, muck, just general muck if there is any muck. There's not much muck. Okay, holy white, and holy white is sort of being used as a wash here to put all of the detail into all of the grey horses, which is convenient, isn't it? The Swan Knights have grey horses. And now we're going to do the skin tones with a peachy flesh, and that's as easy as it sounds. There we go. Lovely jubbly. Now a little bit of varnish, because sometimes contrast can be a bit shiny. I found this acrylic paint pen for like £3 or something on Amazon. I'll put a link in the description. I can't remember what the exact price was, but it was very useful. The nib was a bit hard, I thought, but I think it's kind of better than the AK ones that I've been using, to be fair.
Welcome to the time bubble between time bubbles. This is the vortex. This is where you and I catch up. So even though I've been struggling to keep up with the channel of late because of work and actual real life sort of stuff that's outside of interdimensional travel and time control, there has been a lot going on behind the scenes. So alongside building massive tiny armies, I've also been preparing for the next phase of the campaign, and I've been editing that into a Patreon only Wizards Workshop video where you get some extra stuff. So recently I did a workshop tour, I had a look at all of the minis that I've got hidden away. I also did a water effects video where I did a waterfall going in at the deep end. It's good. It doesn't really work for a waterfall though, does it? You also get access to an exclusive Discord. You can also get your name here on the credit roll. Thank you to these guys. Honestly, the support that you give me, the moral support and the motivation you give me. We're always talking in the Discord about our projects and what's coming up. And honestly, they're working on some amazing stuff. So I love to know what you're up to as well. And it also really, really helps the channel. So thank you from the bottom of my heart to everyone who does help. And maybe you'd like to go over there and check it out, because at the minute it's getting harder and harder to have a YouTube channel and to run it and to, you know, live a normal life. What is a normal life? So anyway, I've got a time pincer to complete, or loop, or something. Right,
so
bye.
it's time to do some washes with Null Oil, classic, I know, and also we're going to bring back another classic, some acid jazz, because I feel like acid jazz, you know, didn't really have its time in the sun. I mean, I think this is acid jazz. It was in the acid jazz section in Epidemic Sounds. I think it's more of a sort of samba kind of bossa nova type thing. But I suppose, like, what is acid jazz? If you'd like to answer that in the comments. I think I know. It's like basically like coffee adverts in the 90s, wasn't it? Anyway, AJ, who is one of my Patreons, thought it'd be really cool to put a kind of white trim on these, and I agree with him. It does look pretty damn cool. So I did that. Now it's time to put these on some bases. I've painted these brown. I spray painted them. I thought that's quite boring, so I didn't put that in there. Just did that instead, a bit of stop motion. And we're going to use some super glue in a minute to glue them on there, but first we need to remove them, there it is, and then put them on the base. So, you know, it's quite simple really. You just glue them on in different variations until they're done. And they don't really feel like they're getting anywhere near done until you glue them onto bases. So yeah, it's quite a decent chunk of cav. So we're missing these from the campaign. So I thought, you know, we need a chunk of cav. Right now it's my favourite, brown and green mashup. So this is a technique I've been using. Basically you paint on a technical mud, like Sterling mud, or you can get a different one from Vallejo, and it just looks like brown mud. But then you just sprinkle this green stuff directly into it. It's basically a foam flock, and you don't need to do any extra steps. And when it dries, it's just basically like green grass. Where is it? Oh, there it is. It looks like this. And you could probably finish here, to be fair, if you wanted to, but I think we're going to go a little bit further and add some tufts. And oh wait, I can't find that footage either. Well, here they are. I basically put on some green tufts and some orange flowers with some tweezers, and yeah, it kind of finished them off. I think the orange goes against the blue. It's like a kind of opposite thing on the colour wheel and makes them feel like they pop more. And now together with the army, this is starting to feel like a fairly big army. I'm not going to say it looks like a big army, because I won't be happy until there's literally thousands, and we will get there.
Well, it's done. Yes. Still doesn't feel like enough though, do you know what I mean? I just feel like I need more, you know? Oh yeah, so I better go back to the end, or the start, or something. So, alright, there we go. That's it. Yeah, no, you yes.
Hallo, wat passiert? Ik ben aan het singen aan.